Hey guys, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. My name is Mel. Today we're gonna be talking about the new Natasha Denona Hy-Glam Foundation. It's here. I have tried it already and I definitely have some thoughts. I got the one in the shade RN1. I was shade matched by the Natasha Denona website. If you go on her website, right above add to cart, you have the option to shade match. And basically you can input your current foundation, your brand of foundation and your shade, and it will shade match you accordingly. So I put in my Patrick Ta shade and it gave me the RN1. As a result, I have to say it was pretty accurate. Honestly, I don't have the concealer, so I could not shade match based on that. So I just went with the recommendation. This is, I think it's the lightest shade they have, and a rosy neutral one. I think it's a good match. Before we move forward, if you haven't subscribed already, please do. We are so close to 1300. We are literally at $12.99. Like, it's just you that's missing. So just press the subscribe button. It's free. Anyways, let's get into it. My first consideration when I open this is that the packaging is very well done. Look at this. It's super pretty, first of all. Really pretty. It has like this frosted glass bottle, and this is like a soft touch cup in this pinky color. I think the color is the same for all the shades. It doesn't, in this case, it literally matches the color of the foundation, but it's just a case. And I wanted to compare it with this Patrick Ta foundation for a second, because, well, these are two different packagings, but this is much more sturdier. Like, I can pick it up from the cap and it won't fall. It's very secure, while the Patrick Ta, I mean, I think I paid these the same, basically. Yeah, this is not sturdy at all. It opens on its own. It wants to, yeah, it's a mess. Every time I want to pick it up, I go for the cap and it wants to fall. So yeah, this is much more well done. Is that something you say? I was looking up the milliliters. It's 30 ml for both, so 1 fluid ounce for both, the same. So why am I comparing these? Because the Patrick Ta is what I usually look forward to in a foundation. I really like this one. It is very hydrating, it is not a lot of coverage, but it has its flaws, and I think this one improves on the Patrick Ta's flaws, but at the same time it has some flaws of its own. But let me just apply it. I just want to read very quickly the claims Natasha Denona has on her website. So it says, a medium buildable self-setting hybrid powered by Japanese amino acid pigments, Korean technology, developed in Italian labs, a radiant serum foundation, so it does claim to be glowy for all skin types, with skincare benefits exceeding marketing efficacy levels to even skin tone, balance excess oil, and reduce visible signs of aging. This is very interesting, very interesting. So as a primer, I'm gonna use the Madagascar Centella Ampoule by Skin 1004. I don't know how you pronounce that brand. It's a bit weird to have a number like that in the name. So this is my go-to, basically, serum primer, and I apply it under every foundation. So it's only fair that I apply it with this one as well. Basically, I think it makes every foundation look better, and I think this is no exception. As for my skin type, I am dry. I have dry skin, but I get very oily in my T-zone, so I think you would classify that as a combo skin nowadays. Although my skin does steer toward dry when I travel, when I go back to Italy. Last time I used only 1 pump of this because I think it is kinda more coveragey, I don't know, that's definitely not a word, than what I usually wear, which is the Patrick Ta. This is a medium foundation, while the Patrick Ta is light, and as you can see, I think the shade match is fine. You're just seeing it compared to all the redness I have right now on my face, so it kind of looks pale. but it does match my neck very well. I think a little goes a very long way for this foundation. As for all foundations with a bit more coverage, it can lean a bit cakey if you're not careful enough to really spread it thinly. And as you can see, I have here some like pimples and scarring going on. They are in the process of healing, but yeah, it's not covering them because I'm just applied so little. So I'm just going back over these with a bit more, and well, I'd say it's decently covering these. I normally don't mind about pimples showing. I think it's just part of being human. And it also helps with making your makeup, your full face of makeup look less like makeup and more natural, even though I'm not fooling anyone. I definitely wear makeup. So this is one pump of this foundation. As you can see, it spread to all my face very easily. So I wore this yesterday. I was doing a wear test. I'm gonna include clips from my wear test. I wasn't filming, I just wanted to get like a general idea of the foundation before jumping on camera and, you know, telling you about it, so that I could have like a clear head, a clear idea of what I like and what I don't like about it. So first of all, this is a full application. I think you can immediately see it's pretty like, I think it's pretty blurring, and it's not as dewy as my other foundations. To give you some reference, apart from the Patrick Ta, I also normally use the Dior Forever Skin Glow, which is dewier as well, and I also use the Lisa Elder Skin Tint, definitely on the lighter side and more glowy, but yeah, this is not as glowy. So if you don't like the Patrick Ta because it's too glowy, it's too like that dewy hydrated look, this is a much more like skin-like natural finish for you. So the things I like about this foundation, I think that it makes my skin look very like even. Of course, it's because there's pigment, but I think from a distance it looks very natural, and from a distance it's important. It wears really well, and I really think that the claim of reducing wrinkles, is that it? Is that what they say? They say reduce visible signs of aging. I think that really is true for me. I think I said this in one of my recent videos. I am more and more having the problem of my smile lines coming through, especially this one here on this side, on my left side. I do not have a foundation right now that doesn't settle in that line, except for this Natasha Denona one. It really did not go in there too much. It didn't emphasize it. Usually for my other foundations, the ones I mentioned, I go with my sponge and I basically remove the foundation from that smile line, because having product on it means that it will get emphasized as I wear my makeup and I will have that line, while I didn't do that for this new Natasha Denona one, and I was surprised not having to touch up that area because it really did not settle. It just covered it. I mean, you could see that I have a smile line because I'm a person and I move my mouth and I speak and laugh and smile, but it didn't create like that crack that my other foundations do. So that is a really good point. They truly say that it reduces visible signs of aging. I think it works, of course, up to an extent, because we're not talking about a magic wand of some sorts. It really does. Balance excess oil is another point in its favor as well. They're not lying about this. As I mentioned, I get really oily in my T-zone, and it took like 5 to 6 hours to really start seeing my oils coming through, while normally with my other foundations, which I have to admit, they are hydrating foundations, so they are not for oily skin, so that T-zone, that part is always a bit iffy for me. My other foundations in around 3 hours start showing my oils, while this lasted a very long time without them showing. Now, what I don't like about this is that I think that the more you wear it and the closer you are to me, the more you can see that I'm wearing foundation. I don't know how to explain that, but with other foundations like the Patrick Ta or my beloved skin tint from Lisa Eldridge, the more I wear the foundation, the more natural it looks. Like it almost like melts with my skin. I usually always like my makeup the more I wear it because I feel like it looks more lived in. But with this, I feel like if you are closer, you can definitely see that I have foundation on, and it looks more makeup-y the more time goes on. Now, in my try-on wear test, whatever you want to call it, it looked flawless until the like 4 to 5 hours mark, and then wearing it over that time I started to notice that, and I really noticed that when I went in to remove my makeup. But I have to say, they do not claim for this to be well, actually it does say, they do call it a long wear serum, but in the description they do not say long wearing. They just focus on evening skin tone, balancing oil, and reducing visible signs of aging. I think this is all true. So yeah, I know I'm basically here talking to you with my makeup half done, but I want to record another video after this, so I don't want to do my full face, so you're gonna have to bear with my bare face. I did set it though. They claim this to be self-setting. I mean, if I touch it, I feel like I have something on my skin. Like, it definitely leaves a residue on my fingers, so I would still suggest setting it, especially if you wanted to wear more. But what is this foundation for? It's for you if you want medium coverage, but something that is like serum-y like in texture and a bit more hydrating. You have an oily T-zone, so I do believe that this is more for this combo people, the combo girlies, and you do have any like small visible signs of aging that your foundation is not currently targeting very well. I feel like it does these things really well. As for foundation, it's not like I would recommend, I wouldn't recommend, because it really depends on what you're looking for. I will definitely keep using this. I think that I especially want this for when I plan to be out for a longer time, because it controls my oils very well. But for more shorter periods of time, I think that I will keep to my Patrick Ta or my Dior. Let me know in the comments if you got this foundation and what you think about it, or if you are planning on purchasing this. I feel like Natasha Denona is spoiling us a little bit lately. She's coming out with a lot. I mean, all brands are coming out with a lot of things right now, because somehow at the start of September we already are in the holiday season. But yeah, hopefully you will subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching, and have a good one. Bye!